Welcome to Japan and the port city of Kobe for matchday 6 of the AFC Champions League Elite, as leaders Vissel Kobe look to move closer to the round of 16. Chengdu Rongcheng, the visitors. Let's have a look at the standings in League Stage East, and Vissel Kobe have 4 wins from 5 matches. It's given them a 3-point lead at the top, and they could secure a round of 16 place this match day, depending on other results. Chengdu Rongcheng not out of it though, just 2 points off the top 8. It's been a pleasant day in Kobe, but the roof is shut at the Kobe City Mizaki Park Stadium. So nothing that the players can complain about in terms of the conditions. It's a final match of 2025 for both of these sides. The domestic leagues are finished, and in terms of the AFC Champions League Elite, the league stage will resume in February after this match round. Vissel Kobe have lost just once in this season's competition. That was an extraordinary game at Gangwon. The Republic of Korea club took a 3-0 half-time lead, with the Japanese side resting several key players while they were still going for a 3rd domestic title at the time. They fought back to 3-3, but lost in stoppage time, 4-3 to score. That was on match day 3, but they've since beaten Ulsan and Shanghai Shenhua. And Takayuki Yoshida's men are looking to make it 3 wins from 3 against Chinese opposition in the competition this season. Chengdu have had a fairly tough time of it so far, but qualification for the knockout phase is not out of the question. They came through qualification to get to the AFC Champions League Elite proper for the first time in their brief history. Their only victory over Gangwon. They're without a win though in their last 3, but did hold Sanfrecce Hiroshima to a 1-1 draw last time out. With 3 games left, Chengdu Rongcheng are in 10th place, but 2 points off the top 8, and a win tonight would put them right in the mix for a place in the round of 16. Victory tonight though, and Vissel Kobe can pretty much plan for the next phase with 2 matches to spare. Decent crowd inside this arena, and with the roof shut, it will create quite an atmosphere. Vissel Kobe's reign as champions of Japan has just come to an end, the season finishing at the weekend with Kashima Antlers securing the title on the final day. Vissel Kobe's challenge had ended some weeks back. The winners of the last 2 J-League titles hit a poor run of form at just the wrong time, failing to win their last 6 matches of their domestic campaign, and also relinquishing their place as holders of the Emperor's Cup, losing the final to Machide Zelvia. So they're hoping for a positive end to 2025. Securing a place in the knockout phase would be a great way for them to do that. Chengdu Rongcheng finished the Chinese Super League season a couple of weeks ago now. They finished 3rd for a 2nd season in a row, 6 points behind the winner Shanghai Port, having achieved the same position in 2024. It's been a meteoric rise for the Chinese side in the past 3 years. Only made their Chinese Super League debut in 2022. But it's the business end of the AFC Champions League Elite group stage in the East Path. Matchday 6 of 8. Vissel Kobe closing in on a place in the round of 16. Victory over Chengdu Rongcheng will potentially move them into the knockout phase with a game to spare should results go their way over the next couple of days. 4 wins from 5 for the former Japanese champions, but Chengdu need an improvement if they're to move into the top 8. Just 1 victory so far, none in the last 3. But holding Sanfrecce Hiroshima to a 1-1 draw last time out will give them encouragement. both of these clubs desperate to end 2025 on a high for their fans. For Chengdu Rongcheng, they're not just competing for themselves, but for the representatives of the Chinese Super League too. All three clubs are outside the top 8 at the moment. There is still plenty of time for things to change though. Vissel Kobe make 3 changes compared with the team that beat Shanghai Shenhua in their last game. Kuya Yuruki is out, Yuya Osako and Katsuya Nagato drop to the bench, so in come the experienced trio of Gotoku Sakai, Ariki and Yoshinori Muto. Taisei Miyashiro, one of the top scorers in the competition with 3 goals, is on the bench if required. The officials are from Saudi Arabia. Mohammed Al-Haish, the referee in the middle. And a reminder that we do have VAR in operation this evening. He's going through the formalities. The team news is straightforward for Chengdu Rongcheng. Zhou Junwan names an unchanged starting 11 from the side that held Sanfrecce Hiroshima to a 1-1 draw a fortnight ago. It's a settled team. Captain Tim Cho maintains his record of starting every game in the competition so far this season. Brazilian striker Felipe has been in brilliant form all year, and he leads the line. There's one of the changes to the side this evening. Gotoku Sakai coming into the team. There is such experience in this Vissel Kobe side. Fans have got used to seeing some of the world's biggest stars play here. Andres Iniesta, David Villa, and more recently Juan Mata among those who've played for the club. It's now more about attracting the best Japanese talent back to the J-League. It's demonstrated with the likes of Sakai and Muto. So disappointment for Vissel Kobe in missing out on retaining both the J-League title and the Emperor's Cup. They're looking potentially over this next few days to secure a place in the round of 16. That man there, though, Felipe of Chengdu Rongcheng, will be a big threat. Chengdu themselves desperate to move into the positions to move into the knockout phase. Cho, they're the influential captain for Chengdu. Some big threats in this visiting side. The likes of Teshi Yamakawa, you're going to have to keep an eye on. The final match of 2025 for both of these teams in the AFC Champions League Elite, both with very different positions in the table. The win would be so valuable for each, and an early shot at goal from Chengdu and Wei Shihao, the only member of the Chengdu team who was in the most recent China PR squad. Towering figure of Felipe leading the line for Chengdu tonight. Vissel Kobe have been involved in some eventful matches in the competition so far, none more so than that 4-3 defeat to Gangwon. They found themselves 3-0 down and fought back to 3-3, thought they'd done enough to get the equalizer. Late on in the game, only to concede in stoppage time to lose to the Republic of Korea club. With red shirts for Chengdu. Clip the ball forward, back with the Dutchman. And to play for a throw. Red shirts going up against Gotoku Sakai. They would have played together for a very brief period for Hamburg. Takayuki Yoshida, who guided Vissel Kobe to those 2 J-League titles, and he will be desperate to get them back in contention for the major honours next season. It's going to be a bit different next season. J-League transitioning to a more European model of autumn to spring season, so there's a transitional competition that will take place instead. And that will start in February, run until June. As the Chinese Super League will get back underway in March. It's a driving run, and there needs to be an early yellow card here, and there is. Dong Yen Fong going into the book in just the 3rd minute, and the centre-back is going to have to watch himself. The challenge on Ide. A positive run from the midfielder, driving at the Chengdu defence. Fong is going to have to watch himself now. Early set-piece opportunity then for Vissel Kobe. It's left for Kuwasaki, taken short. Ide, ball into the middle. It's the striker Felipe tries to get the ball clear, only as far as Yamakawa. It's a nice chip ball forward to Buto. Might just fall here for Ide. Ide with the clip cross, took a deflection, hooked away by Dong. Not altogether convincingly, and now Chengdu will try to counter through Wei Xiaohao. Ball into the middle, it's sliced away for a corner. Positive start this from Vissel Kobe. Front line for Vissel Kobe tonight being led by Ariki, the Brazilian. In combination with Muto and Sasaki, they will be fairly fluid in their roles. Yamakawa from the back, referee just wants to have a word, a little bit too much pushing and shoving for his liking. It's Sasaki and Hurtao who are getting a talking to. And once again, still not altogether happy with what he's seeing with the jostling for position. Finally, we will take this corner. Outswinger, headed away by Felipe. Sasaki. Yamakawa, club captain who scored in their last game against Shanghai Shenhua. Ide. Sakai and Ariki. Sakai's cross into the boxes there, dangerous one, and it was cleared out of play by Garfinkel. Sakai looking for Ariki, away by Wei. The early possession with the hosts. Nice idea by Ide in theory. Thought that Ariki had made the run behind him. Felipe's done well here. Brilliantly held up by the Brazilian striker. Now he'll want to get forward with his teammates. They're on the attack. Wei Xiaohao towards Felipe. It's left for Garfinkel. Matheus Romulo. The offside flag is up anyway, but first shot by Chengdu, and it shows what they can do getting forward. Only just straying into an offside position. It's a nice idea by Felipe, but if he'd gone for it himself, may have been the option in the end. Sakai. Honda's ball is almost cut out. Much pace on it. It's stolen back by Chengdu, and Ariki does well to win possession back. Ledshert. Shepherded by Tim Cho, the captain of Chengdu Rongcheng, born in England, played for Wigan and Ross County before moving to China 6 years ago now. Sakai's attempted pass is coming up by Ledshert, a well-travelled Dutch defender, Thibaut Ledshert. Been in China, Ledshert now since last year. Also played in the Republic of Korea. Before that, spells in Germany and Italy, as well as his homeland of the Netherlands. Romelu. Stolen by Muto. Muto waiting for support to arrive in the area. Headed away by Don. Pinball between Muto and Yang Moon Yang then. Filled by Shuichi Gonda, the specialist AFC Champions League goalkeeper for Vissel Kobe, signed just a few months ago. Muto. Honda. Honda, another who's had more opportunities in this competition than he maybe got, or he would have liked anyway, in the J-League this campaign. Yamakura has been ever present when he has been available. Ball upfield, looking for Cho. Back by Wei, Honda clears up, back upfield. Don back to his goalkeeper. The one win they did get, Chengdu Rongcheng, was that 1-0 victory over Gangwon. They've also had defeats against Ulsan. Well, as the head coach, Seo Jung-won, the former Republic of Korea winger, who's worked wonders really with this side. Took over in 2021, guided them up to the Chinese Super League and successive finishes in third place, and bringing them into the AFC Champions League for the first time in their history. Relatively young club, only founded in 2018. It's been a rapid rise to this level for Chengdu Rongcheng. Flipped up towards Ariki. Bit of a miscommunication there between Dong and Jian Tao. Honda. Ledshert with the ball for Wei Shihao, one of the danger men in this Chengdu side. All the skills, the China international. George Felipe and Romelu hits the post. Might fall back for Romelu there. It was Cho who maybe got the header. Well, big opportunity there for Chengdu. It just shows their threat in the area. Wei Xiaohao finding himself some space. It was Cho with the header. Stoop low, guided towards the far post. And VAR are having a look here at a potential penalty. That's been cleared. So it's a corner instead for Chengdu. And they are such a threat at set pieces. George Felipe. Ball still not completely clear, the danger still alive. Yang Ming-yang. Garfinkel's going to take a shot. Actually hit his own player in Philippe. Now Vissel Kobe could try and get forward quickly with several defenders out of position. Lecce, it's one of those busting a gut to try and get back. Best chance of the game falling for the captain of Chengdu, Tim Cho. Despite all the early possession for Vissel Kobe. Kawasaki. Sakai. Settling to this game now, aren't they? Chengdu getting confidence from that big chance. Fouled by Alase Inyo. Yang will take this free kick. He's encouraging his teammates upfield. Header easily won by Philippe. Before here for Romelu, his fellow Brazilian. Yang Ming-yang switching play. Back to his goalkeeper. See the wingers constantly switch positions for Chengdu. They often do. Wei Xiaohao and Romelu. The front three generally pretty fluid. Here is Wei. Yang Ming-yang. Felipe's won the ball. He's managed to win his side a corner, winning that physical battle with Techi Yamakawa. Brazilian has been at the club since 2021. He's been with them on this journey to the top level. 15 goals this season in the Chinese Super League, 3 goals in this competition from qualifying onwards. Once again, the referee's not particularly happy with the physicality that he's seen between the players as they get ready to attack or defend this corner. And it's taken by Wei Xiaohao. Decent delivery, punched away by Gonda. Yang Ming-yang. It's easily claimed by the vastly experienced former Japanese international. 36 now, was a regular for a short period as the Japanese #1. Time from Debrecen. And it's been around a number of clubs as Shuichi Gonda. Experienced head at the back of this Vissel Kobe side. Well dealt with by Jin Tao. Honda. Sakai. Ide. Sakai is a good ball, it's lost towards Enrique. And Muto, 1-0 Vissel Kobe. The first clear chance that the hosts have had so far in this game. And Yoshinori Muto gets his first goal in this season's AFC Champions League Elite. This is a good pass from Sakai to find Aiki calmly into the path of Muto. Good turn, good finish. And Vissel Kobe are ahead in this game. Muto, one of those who's brought back to Japan by Vissel Kobe after his spell in the Premier League with Newcastle United. So he's had a few injuries this season, leading the line tonight. And Vissel Kobe are 1-0 up inside the opening 20 minutes. Well, Chengdu Rongcheng be thinking after going so close to opening the scoring through that header that hit the post from Tim Cho. You know. Remember, Vissel Kobe could become one of the first teams to qualify for the round of 16 with victory today. They need some results to go their way. It's very possible it will happen. We'll find out after tomorrow's games if they get the win here, whether they've done so, and they are threatening another. Ide, you know. Getting several numbers into the box. Chengdu just managed to reset their position. Sasaki. Corner for Vissel Kobe. Not quite the right option from Sasaki. Pretty much a one-club man, Sasaki. Had a brief loan spell elsewhere, but apart from that, been at Vissel Kobe for his entire playing career. Yamakawa and Honda up from the back for this corner. Swung in by Ino, headed away by Philippe. Chengdu looking to get up the field quickly through Yang Mingyang. Cho. Letchet. Shihao has come back over to this right-hand side. Letchet still up from the back, the Dutchman. Gerfinkel. Umlo. The Israeli Gerfinkel. Forced back by Vissel Kobe. Yang Mingyang. It's good to press from the host, though. All the way back to the goalkeeper, Jin Tao. Yang Mingyang, Swiss-born former Switzerland youth international, who's switched allegiance and now got clearance to play for China. He's still awaiting that opportunity, is Yang Mingyang, to break into the China PR side. Vissel Kobe in control, approaching the midway point of this first half. Honda. Mayday losing out to Hu Hertao. Yang Mingyang has lost it. Foul on Kurosaki. Taken quickly, Yamakawa. Kurosaki. Miday's made the run. This is where the goal came from. And Sakai trying again to pick out Muto. Yamakawa attack at such pace. Vissel Kobe. Clipped in towards Sasaki. Intercepted from low. It's again Wei and Low have switched wings for Chengdu Rongcheng. Clip forward towards Philippe, and Sakai had to go with the safety first approach, but it's going to be a free kick anyway to Vissel Kobe. The offside flag up against Philippe. Somewhat a great of the 90s was Saw Jung-won for the Republic of Korea. Played at 2 World Cups in 1994 and 1998. And close to 100 caps for his country. He's made quite an impression as head coach of Chengdu Rongcheng. Hoping his side can get back into this quickly. Wei Shihao. As far as attacking threats go, the front three at Chengdu Rongcheng is about as good as you can get, really, in the AFC Champions League Elite East. Swablo. Capped up to under 23 level for Brazil, the 29-year-old. It's another who joined Chengdu 4 years ago with Philippe. Those two not quite on the same wavelength on that occasion, despite all of the occasions that they have played together. Iriguchi. Yamakawa. A hopeful ball, really, to Riki. Riki, who will get the assist for that Muto goal. Has played in China himself, Riki. Painful one for Riki, who went in with his head. Passes the referee. Well, almost getting there first. Lechert. Huhetal. Wasn't in the most recent China squad, Huhetal, but made his debut last year, and 5 caps so far. Yoshida speaking before this game how he was hoping that he can close out 2025 with a big win for the home supporters in their last home game of this calendar year. Sakai, Eiki. Trying to make the run. He's been an energetic forward. Yoshinori Muto. Really made a name for himself in Germany when he was playing for Mainz. Earned him a move to Newcastle. Again, had several injury issues during his time in the northeast of England. Calm himself out as a bit of a fan favourite before he returned to Japan with Vissel Kobe. Gerfinkel. Wei Shihao. Some flashes from Wei, what he can do. Given away by the goalkeeper. Sakai. Riki. Hide's made his way into the box towards Muto, though. Philippe brings the ball away for Chengdu Rongcheng. He's done very well to get himself out of that. And once again, the flag is up. Exasperated look from Philippe, who's putting a real shift in. But, I think it was given for handball against Tim Cho. Did really well to hold off for a number of players for decent ball from Philippe. He's putting in a shift. Honda. Riki with the attempted bit of an improvisation and ended up getting himself into a bit of trouble and conceding the free kick. And Chet with the ball forward for Humlo. Once again, the luck going against Chengdu. A bit of a back and forth going on between Sakai and Tim Cho. Chance as well to find Humlo. Back with Garfinkel. Humlo and Philippe. Cho's in the area if they can find him. Chad nice to Humlo. Still Humlo. Clips towards Garfinkel. do always look a danger, Chengdu Rongcheng, when they're coming forward. Just leaving themselves a little bit open at the back, and Muto hoping to exploit that here. Fans like that inside this arena. It's a good atmosphere with the roof on. Kawasaki. Muto. Dropped him deep on several occasions. Said before, pretty fluid with how they work things up top. Vissel Kobe. Yamakawa. Muto. Milikic. Showing a lot of confidence on the ball, Vissel Kobe. The first half of this game, form has been pretty good for much of 2025, and for the past few years it just dropped off at the wrong time in the J-League, ending the season with 6 games without a victory. A couple of weeks ago now that their title hopes really slipped away. Back by Kawasaki. Honda unable to find Ariki. Buhatao. Or take this throw, looking for a few options. The big target of Philippe. It's fallen for Romelu. Wei Shihao. Clear by Sakai. But that for a first-line pass from Yino. Looking to find Sasaki. It's cut out by Gerfinkel. Chengdu looking for the equalizer before we reach half-time. Philippe. Lechet. With Philippe. Gerfinkel with the ball into the area towards Cho. Refs blowing the whistle for a foul on Itoku Sakai. There wasn't much in it. Maybe a little push from Cho as he tried to win the header. Cho's played every game in the AFC Champions League this season, including the qualification, and was ever present as well in the Chinese Super League. It's trusted by Saw Jungwon. Naruto is making the run behind Dong Yangfeng. See their chances that we've had in this game, only one shot on target from either side, and it's resulted in a goal for Vissel Kobe. Despite that control that Vissel Kobe have asserted on this match, not creating that many opportunities. Chengdu have hit the post as well. Sakai, Honda. Yamakawa, header by Ledshert. It's back possession for Chengdu. Towers to go back to his goalkeeper. Once again, Jin Towers giving the ball away. And the possession straight back to Vissel Kobe. Saki. Waster. Gonda in a little bit of trouble with Philippe. Liki. Claims of handball by Yoshida. It's just a throw. It's a strange incident that between Philippe and Gonda. Hidiguchi. Chengdu finding it pretty easy to deal with those long balls forward by Vissel Kobe. All the talk at the moment in European leagues, especially about set pieces and the strength of them. It was Vissel Kobe who really started that trend really off in Japan. Takayuki Yoshida praised for more direct style of play, combining that with good technical skills. The set-piece ability of this Vissel Kobe side has been key to their success over the past few years. Kawasaki. Ball in from Muto, headed away by Ledshert. He's not really attacking that. Riki. Sakai. Away once again. Collected by Yamakawa. Hidiguchi gets his cross in. Tim Cho has to put the ball out for a corner. Riki was waiting to tuck the ball in if Hidiguchi could have found him. Hanase Ino will come across to take this corner. Inside this arena, literally bouncing at the far end. More issues for the referee to sort out here. With the delivery, Ledshert gets a touch to it. Danger not yet clear. Ledshert and Yang being Yang between them. They're able to sort things out, but Ledshert print the ball out for a throw, and he may just have hurt himself here, the Dutch defender. Suddenly silence inside the stadium as the drum beat stops, and we check on Timo Ledshert. This was the incident. He just seemed to get his feet stuck in the turf, really. Lecce being told to calm down by the referee. Looks like he's going to be fine to continue. Just like a flick of a switch, the atmosphere resumes. Honda. Inside the last 5 minutes of this first half, claims of handball against Lecce. It's not given by the referee, Ide Sakai. It's a good ball from Sakai to Ino. Muto, the goal scorer. Sasaki leaves it, and Ide goes down in the box, claims for a penalty. Nothing given by the referee, will of course be checked by VAR. A foul by Wei Shihao on Sakai. Still having to be separated by the fourth official. Referee's not going to let this just go. Sakai taking exception to that challenge. I've had that quite a lot from the referee in terms of the appeals for players to calm down. Still the debate goes on between Sakai and Wei Shihao. Smiles now, but not sure how friendly they really were. We'll see that battle resume. It's getting a little bit heated here between Homlu and Muto. They are still going, these two. Plenty for the officials to keep an eye on. We'll resume the football in a minute. Sakai to take this free kick. Nice touch, the delivery into the area, away by Lecce, the handball by Iriguchi. Strange free kick from Sakai, but it was won well by Muto. It's a handball by Iriguchi as he tried to bring the ball down under his control. Two minutes of added time at the end of this first half. 2 minutes for Chengdu to try and get an equalizer. Leap! Wow! Well, how about that? They've got it! From pretty much nothing, Philippe with a pot shot, really, and too much power on that for Shirichi Gonda to handle. It's almost like Vissel Kobe switched off. It's almost born out of frustration, this from Philippe. Just thought, I'll have a go. It's a fantastic finish. Really puts his foot through this and caught Gonda off guard. And Chengdu Rongcheng are level just before the break. He's been prolific all season. Although they've been in control of Vissel Kobe throughout this first half, they haven't created too many opportunities. And now they find themselves level. Sakai. Yamakara will let the ball run out of play for a throw. It's on by Sasaki. Muto with the throw. He is Muto. Advancing stages up the pitch here, Vissel Kobe, but the referee just taking a little glance at his whistle. And that will be it for the first half, which has been dominated by Vissel Kobe. But Philippe, with a strike from distance, getting Chengdu Rongcheng back in this game. It was Yoshinori Muto who put Vissel Kobe ahead after 18 minutes. And Philippe with a strike, a fierce strike from outside the area to bring Chengdu level. And at half-time, with Vissel Kobe chasing a place in the round of 16 with 2 games to spare, it is Vissel Kobe 1, Chengdu Rongcheng 1.
好饿。
这怎么在起跑啊？
再过一个。
Welcome back. Heading into the second half here, it is Vissel Kobe 1, Chengdu Rongcheng 1. That equalizer from Philippe in stoppage time, bringing the Chinese Super League side level. It was a pot shot really from Philippe. Just put his foot through it and it caught Shuichi Gonda completely off guard in the Vissel Kobe goal. And after all the control that the hosts had in that first half, they find themselves level. And we're going to see a change for Chengdu. Honglu has been replaced by Vissel Rongcheng, under 21 Chinese international. A win would be huge for Chengdu. They're outside the top 8 at the moment as they try to find a way through to the round of 16. There's still 2 more league stage matches to go after this round, so still plenty of time to change things. Of course, Vissel Kobe top of the table, and they could potentially this week secure their place in the knockout stage. Vissel Kobe unchanged from the first half. Get this second half underway. Maybe a little bit shell-shocked heading into the break when they conceded that goal to Philippe. They do need to be a little bit more creative in attacking areas, Vissel Kobe. They had a lot of the ball. Just the one real chance on target, and that was the goal from Yoshinori Muto. Here he is, the goal scorer, Ino. Chengdu giving them any space on that right-hand side. It's fallen kindly here. Kawasaki into Sakai. Sakai with a good delivery into the area, and no one can get their head to it. Vissel Kobe attacking towards the more vociferous area of this stadium. Which is creating all the noise. They're looking to suck a goal in from their end. Philippe wins the header. Referee's blowing his whistle. Yamakawa, Honda. To chase, and he's won a throw. Sakai. Yamakawa. Clip forward, headed away, as he so often has, by Timo Leched. Philippe. Sakai lets it run. Kuosaki. Ide, I think, thought that Ariki had made the run forwards. A blind pass though, really. Hopeful ball up towards Sasaki. Sasaki is penalised. I'm sure he was offside, just for holding. Leched for Chengdu. Dong Yangfong, who, remember, is on a yellow card, picked it up right at the start of that first half. Philippe. Garfinkle. Some support here from Li Yang. Li Yang's header. Philippe's there, just wide. It's the sort of chance that Philippe is usually so threatening from. And it was a free header, really. Couldn't divert that header on target. Gonda probably had it covered. He would have backed himself there, the Brazilian. Honda. Kuosaki. Dropping deep is Ide. Very disciplined though, Chengdu, and every time Vissel Kobe are trying to launch something a bit more threatening upfield, they're keeping their shape. Much space there for Vissel Kobe to operate. Intensity from the Chinese Super League side, and you see there the press getting the appreciation of the head coach, Saw Jung-won. Kuosaki. Not much out wide, it's the check back, Ide. Yoshida wants to change things up for Vissel Kobe. He has plenty of options on the bench, the likes of Taisei Miyashiro. Already has 3 goals in this competition this season. Yuya Osako is an option too. Jean Patricky. Muto. From 5 matches for Vissel Kobe so far in this competition. It has them sitting at the top of the table. Just that one defeat at Gangwon in a crazy game, really. In a match as well where plenty of first-team players were rested. They find themselves in a battle here against a determined, well-drilled Chengdu Rongcheng side. But They have an opportunity to come forward here through Muto. Muto just dallying on the ball a little bit too much, and Garfinkel got a touch. He only needed one chance in the first half. Yoshinori Muto. It's the only time they've really worked the ball into the penalty area, really. Vissel Kobe, they've been tidy on the outside. Winding up here for a long throw from Nanase Ino. Doesn't find his intended target. He's back with Ino. Taking on Wei Shihao, and the header is blocked and appeals for handball. Nothing given by the referee. And shot straight down the throat of Jin Tao. Red shirt. Yamakawa, once again working so hard, Chengdu. Attacking line, making it difficult for Vissel Kobe defenders to get out. And then quickly back into position as well. Hidiguchi. It's given away. Muto's done well to win the ball back. Garfinkel not giving up the chase. Honda. Sakai. Vissel Kobe will go again. Muto feeding Ino. Once again, Wei Shihao's back. Finding themselves in a fight here, the hosts. Once again, Ino will deliver with a long throw. Similar to the previous ever, doesn't find his target. Has reached Sakai here. It's fallen nicely here for Muto. Muto with the effort. A good save from Jin Tao. One of the few occasions that Chengdu have switched off. Lecce didn't know where Muto was. Had to go for this. Muto, despite the angle, straight at Jin Tao in the end, but he hit it hard. Corner kick then for Vissel Kobe. Ide will take this. The signal will mean something. They are known for their set pieces, Vissel Kobe. Their danger from them. Shaping up for something here from the training ground. Ide with delivery, headed away by Lecce. Whoever it was, didn't quite come off. Back with Ide. It's on another corner. This time they'll switch things up. It will be Ino instead who will take this corner. Coming across from the right-hand side again. The referee wants to get his point across. Vissel Kobe attackers all lining up nearer the edge of the box. Only Ide in that 6-yard area. Ino with the corner towards the back post, and Oh, Jintao got a hand to it, but the referee had already blown his whistle. The touch from Ide, he's penalised. Lecce with the long ball forward. Underneath it is Yino. Muto setting off on one of his runs. Finely poised, this match. With almost an hour on the clock. Gucci. Yamakawa. Might just need another moment of magic from a player from either of these sides to try and unlock the defence. Chengdu's game plan's been pretty impressive here. The way they are sitting off and waiting for their chances. I think they want a corner here as well. From almost nothing, really. First change for Vissel Kobe. And Ariki set up the goal for Vissel Kobe. He is being replaced by Yuya Osako. Ariki's 2025 season is done. On loan from Chidas, that'll be the last appearance for Ariki in a Vissel Kobe shirt. So a corner for Chengdu. They won it from basically midway through their own half through a deflection. They can take advantage here, and the header comes in. A big chance for Chengdu. All the attention was on Philippe. The issue for Vissel Kobe is that they have a lot of the possession. Those rare occasions that Chengdu are getting towards the Vissel Kobe area do look a danger, and the hosts have struggled on occasion. What difference can Yuya Osako make to this Vissel Kobe side? Another in the twilight of his career, really, having spent much of his time in Germany. Lino gets his cross in, and the header just wide of the target. And Sasaki has missed the big opportunity. He may have hurt himself here, but this is smart from Ino. Could have taken a touch here, instead waited for Garfinkel to commit. A decent cross in. And Sasaki may have felt he could have done better with that chance. To make contact with Dong just after it, but Sasaki really could and perhaps should have done better. Header won by Kuwasaki. Foul by Ide. And a yellow card for Ide, who looks pretty shocked about it. High foot on the thigh of Timo Lechet. Kazuya Ide, who's had more chances in the AFC Champions League than he has done in the J-League this season. Making his third start in this competition, only made 6 throughout the J-League campaign. Wei Shihao. Dong Yang Fong with Li Yang. Garfinkel. Should close off for Dong there. Has to go long. Wei Shihao has got a long throw of his own to use here. Towards Philippe, the obvious target. Back with Wei. Wei again towards Philippe, and it may just go all the way in. It's hit the post. But it missed about 3 players. And Gonda lost track of it too. Horrible delivery to deal with for Vissel Kobe, the way it swung in at pace and kept low too. It was actually Philippe missing the header, which caused the chaos. Back in towards Wei. And the danger for now is over for Vissel Kobe. Look at this dangerous cross from Wei. Missed Felipe, missed Cho. Lost by Gonda, and against the post, and almost the way it ricocheted off Gonda. Just worried for a second there, it's going to bounce off him and back into his own net. Muto. Tim Cho is into the book. Obvious yellow card, really. In fact, it was Sasaki who drove through the middle here. Drew the foul from Tim Cho. So the captain has to watch himself now. End of what's been an exhausting season for these Vissel Kobe players. The next competitive match will be in February. Nancy, you know, conversation about what to try here. Sacco has been one of those who's been involved in that planning. You know, with the free kick. Clip forward very cleverly towards Muto. That was a clever run and a clever set piece. It doesn't quite come off if Muto just found the contact. Honda. Hino. Kawasaki. Yariguchi. Hino has to go back to his goalkeeper. Pressing again from Yahav Garfinkel. See there that Vissel Kobe have most of the ball. Still not that many chances though. He went very close with that free kick just now. Another yellow card. Out the pocket from the referee, and yeah, Kawasaki is the latest to have his name taken. Not much in it from both these players at each other. Just a slight tug of the shirt from Kawasaki. Wei Xiaohao with the clip ball forwards towards Philippe. Trying to get on the end of that was Chengdu Rongcheng. Ide lets it run. Muto feeding Sakai. Back with Muto. Kawasaki. Sako. Looking for a return pass. Hino. Watched all the way by Li Yang. Yariguchi, Hino. Seen a lot of ball in this second half. Responsible for many of the set pieces as well is Nanase, you know. A clip from Philippe. I'd say that the better chances that we've seen in this game really have fallen for Chengdu, despite not having much of the ball at all. Here come the changes for Vissel Kobe though, and the man we're expecting to see at some point is coming on. Taisei Miyashiro, 11 goals in the J-League, 3 in the AFC Champions League Elite. Haruya Ide, one of those coming off. Also coming on is Takahiro Ogihara. Took some time to get to the ball, got a bit of a clattering from Philippe. He's hurt himself as well. Philippe's gone down. It's both Gonda and Philippe. They're down on a heap. Was very slow to the ball. Interesting to see how these changes will affect Vissel Kobe. For Vissel Kobe is Yuya Kawasaki, who had just been shown a yellow card. So like-for-like change with Ogihara taking his place. a chance here for Vissel Kobe. If Osaka can try and get his shot away. Cho had to be careful. That was pretty tidy with the challenge. Muto for Iriguchi. Sliced at it. Takayuki Yoshida is going for this now. Plenty of attacking threats on the field. Wants to end 2025 with a victory and try and get his side into the knockout phase with a couple of games to spare. It'd mean a lot if they can do it. They'll be starting their next season domestically around the same time as the AFC Champions League Elite will resume. Reminder, it's a transitional season, the J-League next season. Moving to a more European calendar with the season running from autumn through to spring, which means that next season there's an interim competition, a shorter competition to bridge the gap. Get back underway in February. The next AFC Champions League places will be determined via that route, at least in part. Garfinkel with the throw towards Wei Shihao. Penalty to Chengdu. The handball by Yosuke Iriguchi. Now, we said throughout this game, every time Chengdu do get a chance to come forward, they look at danger. And this man more than any other, Wei Shihao, clear contact with the arms of Iriguchi. And can Chengdu Rongcheng take their opportunity? This would be huge. VAR are looking at it, whether it's intentional or not from Iriguchi. It's clear that there was a handball, of course. Could he have done anything to get his hand out the way? Philippe is getting ready to take this. The Brazilian, the man who drew his side level, has been confirmed. Chengdu, having been 1-0 down, brought themselves back level with a thunderous strike from Philippe just before half-time, and now the Brazilian with a chance to put the Chinese Super League side ahead from the penalty spot. Philippe with the penalty, brilliantly dispatched, and Chengdu Rongcheng are ahead. 15 minutes or so left to play for Vissel Kobe to try and get themselves back into this. But Chengdu could be heading for their second victory in the league stage, and it would mean a big deal in their chances of reaching the round of 16. Gonda going the right way, but nothing he could do to stop Philippe's effort. Coming from that handball from Yosuke Iriguchi. What does Takayuki Yoshida have up his sleeve to try and help his side turn this around? Going to have to throw everything at it now. Chengdu Rongcheng, who've been so disciplined in defence throughout this match, don't have too long to hang on here. They're going to start to shore things up. Gan Chao is coming on. He's replacing Dong Yang Fong, who, remember, is on a yellow card. Also coming on is Yuan Ming Chung for Hu Hetao. So Gan Chao and Yuan Ming Chung on for Hu Hetao and Dong Yang Fong. Just freshening things up here. Soldiering one. Philippe onto Wei Shihao, who won the penalty, drew the handball at least. They're bidding for another one. By Sakai, only as far as Finkel. Yang Yang on the ball back, it's been given away, and now Osako at the other end. Doesn't have much support. Starting to arrive, Miyashiro is there. Muto, Iriguchi. A vital touch to the ball, but here comes Vissel Kobe again. Sakai with the effort. And he caught in two minds there, the fullback, but to go for a cross or a shot. In the end, it was sort of neither, really. Changes being planned. Right, Vissel Kobe, here they come. And Sakai is one of those who's being replaced. Katsuya Nagato is coming on. Also coming off is Nanase Yino. And Makoto Hirose is replacing him. Last throw of the dice then for Vissel Kobe. Nagato, who was a forward once, he was converted to a defender. Here he is, Nagato. So he does offer another attacking threat if needed. He's gone to left back, Hirose to right back. Very much an attacking threat as well. Iriguchi. Osako. Through for Sasaki. Just a little bit too much on that for Sasaki. So much attacking talent on the pitch now for Vissel Kobe. Sasaki and Muta, Miyashiro and Osako. At the other end, though, Wei Shihao fell kindly for the effort from distance. From a Gan Chao, not long on. Iriguchi would be desperate to make up for the error, the handball, which led to that goal. The second goal for Chengdu. The best clearance. Sako's done well to get on the end of it. Muto unable to bring it under control. Philippe hooks the ball forward with Hirose. Osako. Iriguchi. Yamakawa. Hirose. All nice and tidy, but still not much been threatening this Chengdu box in the second half. Iriguchi gets his cross in. No one's there. And Jin Tao will take as much time out of this game as he is permitted. Feel from the Chengdu goalkeeper towards Philippe. Honda is there. Ogihara. Yoshiro. Muto. Letchert aware to the danger. Tim Cho is moving back into a defensive position now, the captain. It's been too hot to handle, Philippe, for this Vissel Kobe defence when they've come forward. Wei Xiaohao and Philippe have been difficult to contain. It's been a match full of chances, but Chengdu have taken theirs. Osako. Nagato towards Miyashiro. And Sasaki goes down inside the area, and Vissel Kobe have a penalty. I was just inside the box. That's what the referee has determined. Tim Cho still with the protest. He's got to watch himself not to get too in the ear of the referee. It will be looked at by VAR. This is the challenge from Li Yang. How much contact was there? It's the contact only made when Sasaki is going down. It is being looked at. Li Yang and Ting Chou especially were adamant it shouldn't be a penalty. The protests continue. Anxious wait for that man Seo Jong-won to see if his side have conceded a penalty. And it's all kicking off a bit here. The ball's on the spot, but the check isn't complete yet, so like pointing at the ball on the spot. Chengdu looking to stand their ground as it hasn't been made official yet. And tension's boiling over slightly. Still the wait goes on. Referee in contact with his VAR team. He's going to have a look at it. Now the question will be on how much contact there was on Daiju Sasaki. In real time it looked like a foul, but the one replay we've seen, it looks like Sasaki could have drawn the contact after he'd started going down, and this is what needs to be determined now. So Liang, at this stage, wins the ball. Does he get a contact on it? And when does Sasaki go down? Is it there, or is it here? free kick, that replay didn't show much. This one may be a little bit more. Is there contact here? Could be from the standing foot from Liang. It's a difficult one to judge here for the referee. And it is all about where is the contact. Well, judge for yourself at home. In a minute, the referee is going to make his decision. And the more you look at it, the more you change your mind on the decision. If it stands, because of the initial contact, but is the contact only made when Sasaki goes down? It is going to be a penalty. The referee is sticking with his decision. Well, clear and obvious is always the phrase. And was there enough? In the end, for the referee, there wasn't. As someone on the bench has been shown a yellow card for Chengdu Rongcheng. But what we do know is this is going to be a penalty, and it is a big chance for Vissel Kobe to equalise in the closing stage of this match, and then who knows what will happen after that. Chengdu psyching himself up. Doji Sasaki looks like the man who will have the responsibility. No goals in the AFC Champions League Elite this season. 5 in the J-League. Sasaki, who won the penalty, up against Chengdu to draw Vissel Kobe level. And he does. Sends Chengdu the wrong way. And Sasaki will feel that they can go on and win this now. Encouraging the fans to get behind their team. There will be a significant chunk of stoppage time. Good penalty from Sasaki. Never really any doubt. So into stoppage time. 4 minutes of it. Maybe a little bit added on, you think, for that long check. It's very surprising how little there is. We had checks for both penalties, of course. And Vissel Kobe are through here, and it could be the winner. You would have backed Miyashiro to find the target. The form he's been in this season. A rare occasion where they've been split open here, Chengdu. Chengdu was quickly off his line, and that would have had some impact, but I say Miyashiro had the season of his life in terms of goal scoring. Was that the last chance? Chengdu have made another change, and Nok Shuai is on. Vissel Kobe looking to pile on the pressure. Hirose will take this throw. Thought about taking it quickly. Sasaki. Sasaki has won a corner. Remember, a win for Vissel Kobe, coupled with results going their way. They could qualify for the round of 16 this week. Rikuto Hirose with this corner towards the back post. It's a free kick to Chengdu. for Chengdu Rongcheng and Yanding Hao. As they come on, he's replaced Yang Ming Young. So we have another twist to come. This result won't be good enough for Chengdu Rongcheng to try and climb into the top 8. The point probably will be all but good enough to send Vissel Kobe into the knockout stage. I'd love to get a win here. Throw straight into the arms of Jin Tao. In all likelihood, though, it would take some turnaround for Vissel Kobe to miss out on a place in the round of 16. Miyashiro coming forward for Vissel Kobe. Muto with the ball into the box towards Miyashiro. Ogihara, Ideguchi, Honda. Is there one more chance for either side? Sasaki onto Muto. Doesn't quite fall. That's for Ideguchi, away by Cho. Miyashiro. Muto. Still Muto. Unable to win the corner. Maybe that will just about be enough for Chengdu Rongcheng. It is. That's the end of the game, and Vissel Kobe keep up their decent run. Just one defeat from 6 so far. They are on the brink of the round of 16. Chengdu Rongcheng not good enough to move into the top, but they are still very much in contention to reach the knockout stage. It was Muto who put Vissel Kobe ahead. Philippe with the equalizer from distance just before half-time, and then 2 penalties in the latter stages. Ideguchi with the handball, Philippe dispatching the penalty, and at that stage Chengdu thought they might have done enough. But a penalty of their own for Vissel Kobe, converted by Daichi Sasaki, has earned a point for Vissel Kobe, and it's finished Vissel Kobe 2, Chengdu Rongcheng 2.